Welcome to my channel. Are you ready for this? We're talking about artificial neurons that can feel just like you and me. It's not sci-fi anymore. This is happening right now. Researchers at Northwestern and Georgia Tech, they created artificial neurons. They're basically like the ones in our brains. So, okay, for years, scientists have been working on AI that can do what humans can do. And one of the big challenges has been like copying how humans perceive the world, especially touch. But now, thanks to this new research, we might be closer than ever. These researchers are geniuses. They created what they call an organic electrochemical neuron. I know, it's a lot, but just stay with me. Basically, these artificial neurons are made from like organic stuff, similar to what's in living things. And get this, they work at the same frequencies as human neurons. So that means they can send and receive signals like brain cells. They can process information in real time. But wait, there's more. What makes this research really amazing is that they didn't stop at just making individual neurons. No, they went a step further. They actually developed a whole tactile perception system using these neurons. They put these neurons together with artificial touch receptors and synapses. And they made a system that can actually sense and process touch. Think about it. They've given robots a sense of touch. This is huge EE for robotics and AI. This could completely change how we interact with machines. So now you're probably thinking, what does this actually mean? What can robots do with a sense of touch? Well, imagine like robots that could do surgery, right, with the precision and dexterity of a human surgeon. Or robots that could explore, I don't know, disaster zones. Or even other planets. They could use their sense of touch to move around and figure out if there's danger. Imagine robots working with humans in factories. Being able to handle like delicate things and do really complicated tasks. The possibilities are, just endless. It's crazy to think about. But here's where things get really interesting. These artificial neurons, they're not just copying human neurons, they're actually better in some ways. The insane capabilities of these artificial neurons and explore how much faster and more efficient they can be than our own brain cells. All right, so we know these artificial neurons are amazing, right? They can feel they're made from organic stuff and they operate at the same frequency as our brains. But get this, these artificial neurons, they're not just like mimicking human neurons, they're actually better in some ways. So one of the things that makes these artificial neurons so cool is their firing frequency. And remember, neurons talk to each other by sending electrical signal. And the frequency of these signals is like super important for processing information. So check this out. The synthetic neurons made by these researchers at Northwestern and Georgia Tech, they can operate at a frequency like 50 times wider than any other organic electrochemical neuron. Yeah, you heard that right. These artificial neurons are sending signals faster and better than we thought was even possible. And this is huge, right? This means that robots that have these neurons, they could potentially process information and react way faster than humans. So think about it like, what if a robot needed to catch something that's falling really fast or react super quickly to something changing in their environment? Robots with these like enhanced neurons, they could be better than humans at this stuff. They would be super valuable, right? Like in manufacturing or emergency response, even space exploration. But there's more. These super neurons aren't just fast, they're also super energy efficient. They don't need much power to work, which is really important if you want to make robots that can, function for a long time without needing more power. Imagine, like robots that can work all day and never get tired, right? Doing jobs that would totally wear out a human. What about robots that can explore, like really dangerous places and they don't have to stop to recharge their batteries? That's amazing. Think how much more we could get done. So we have these artificial neurons that can feel. They're faster and way more efficient than the neurons in our brains. And they don't even need much power to work. With any new tech, there are always these big questions we have to ask about what it means for the future. And with these artificial neurons, the potential is just enormous. We're talking robots that can feel, react super fast, and work forever without getting tired. Like, what could they do for us in medicine or manufacturing, maybe even space exploration, or just everyday stuff even? Imagine robots that can help surgeons, right? Like so precise, they can do these complicated surgeries, but without hurting people as much. Or robots that could like go into disaster areas and find people who are trapped, right? And get through all the dangerous stuff. And think about robots working with us in factories, doing all the hard work and making things even better. It could be amazing. So much good could happen. But just like with anything powerful, right? There's always the chance it could be used for the wrong reasons. That's why we got to be smart about this, right? And develop this technology the right way. We have to think about the ethics, Like as robots get smarter and we use them more and more, we have to make sure that there's still tools for us, not the other way around. We got to be in control. And we got to think about who's responsible when they do stuff. And what about people's jobs, right? What happens if robots start doing all the work? These are tough questions, but we can figure it out. We just need to talk about it, right? Work together and make sure we're using this tech to make the world a better place for everyone. So here we are at the beginning of something really amazing. But remember, the future isn't like set in stone, right? We get to choose what happens. The decisions we make right now, they're going to shape everything. So let's be smart about it. Let's be innovative, but also responsible. That way, we can use these artificial neurons to build an amazing future for everyone. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me and learning about these incredible artificial neurons. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of science and tech. And as always, keep that curiosity